I follow the work of Peter Senge from MIT, deeply, hi Martin. And a nice thing about the room is there are a number of people in the room that I've worked with before that I know, and it really makes me comfortable. But in Peter's work, one of the things we always do is something called a check-in. And as we're resetting our letters, I'm going to invite you to check in at your tabletops. It's really not a very mysterious or hard thing to do. It's kind of like an internal weather report. How are you? One of you that I saw this morning came through the door, drove over this morning from their home county. And on that drive, I'm sure you made phone calls, thought about things, had people call you, etc. A check-in, from a learning standpoint, enables an adult to get settled in so they can learn. Nothing more fancy than that. It is a settling in. And the way I'd like to describe it to you is this. At your tabletop, I'd like each of you to have the opportunity to speak until you're done speaking about just kind of what's the weather with you. What's your internal weather report? How are you? I usually start fair to partly cloudy, and I go from there. You can do anything you want, but the key is to kind of just speak for about a minute or so about how are things with you. What this does, ladies and gentlemen, is brings us present into the room. And as you know in leadership, one of the hardest things for us to do is to be present in the room. Very hard. Sometimes our mind keeps leaving. So, we're going to have a check-in. I think you'll enjoy it. So at your tabletops right now, decide who goes first and kind of talk to each other about this is kind of how I am this morning. Here's my internal weather report. You're on. Notice when you do that, one of the things that happens is people talk to each other. So as the person kind of orchestrating the meeting, and you're going to learn something, I hope, that you'll enjoy, about conversational leadership. It is an edge that our company has been working on now for a number of years. It is how to lead through very effectively designed conversation. And you'll hear just a whole bunch more as we play through today and tomorrow morning. But that opportunity for check-in is significant. And all of the work around adult learning that we are into, we have studied three deep areas: adult learning, change, and organizational learning. And adults need time to talk to one another and get settled. And the way we kind of unpack this is actually as you're seeing right now.